do? It's your boy Nextstop Sirchcity, and welcome back to another episode of the Food We Watch podcast. This week, Nita Tings is out, but let's get into the episode. First and foremost, before we get started, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to @NormalsBeChefing on all platforms, including YouTube. And make sure you hit that sub button so you be notified whenever we go live, because we're going to start doing that, or whenever we drop an episode or a recipe video. Make sure you also follow us on our podcast pages on IG and TikTok at The Food We Watch Pod. Help support your homies and make us the number one podcast in the world. All right, so let's get started. You guys know what this is about. This is a podcast where we review, we rewatch just some of the cooking shows that are out there, preferably Gordon Ramsay. But we've watched other ones like Drink Masters on Netflix. You, the people, can decide after we watch a season of whatever we're watching, the next season. So please let us know in the comments what's some of your favorite cooking shows. It can be Gordon Ramsay shows. It could be something that you've seen on Netflix, on Amazon Prime. Bring it to our attention, and you'll never know. We might review it on the pod. Before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know that we are reviewing the season 14, I believe. Yes, season 14 of MasterChef, which is MasterChef Generations. I don't know how, but me and Nita Tings did not watch that season. Didn't even know it existed. So we're going back and we are rewatching that for the summer. That is what we're doing for the summer. We're rewatching that season. But before we get started, we like to talk about what's going on in the world. We're not just a food podcast. We are an everyday podcast. We are your cousins that you get to see at the cookout. And you know what we want to do? We ain't see each other all day or for a few years or a few months. We want to catch up. Let's talk about it. So I don't know if you guys been watching the news lately, but Trump and Elon, they kind of been beefing a little bit. That joke kind of crazy because Elon was probably one of Trump's biggest supporters, donating over $290 million to the America PAC to help Trump get in office. He was put on as co-chair of the Department of Government Efficiency. So it's kind of weird that they started beefing, but I think it has something to do with the new bill that Trump is trying to pass. Now, at the end of May, facing challenges with Tesla's performance, I do know Elon Musk had to reduce his involvement with Doge, and he eventually resigned. But Trump publicly thanked Musk, and during the farewell in the Oval Office, he stated that he's not really leaving. He's taking a little step back. He's not really leaving, but he leaving. But it kind of escalated around June 5th. Tensions escalated when Musk criticized Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, which is a 2.4 trillion tax and spending packages. Musk labeled it a disgusting abomination, citing concerns over the fiscal implications and cuts to the electric vehicle subsidies. So I think that got a little something to do with it. You're like, yo, you do know that you kind of hurt it. I'm already leaving Doge so I can focus on Tesla, and then you're going to cut spending for electric vehicles? Like, what are we doing? In response, Trump expressed his disappointment, suggesting Musk has lost his mind. And now you just see a bunch of memes, and it's like, yo, how quickly things have changed. But you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this. Do you think this is real? Do you think they just, because Trump has been kind of quiet, you think maybe he's just trying to draw up some attention? Because right now they're trending. And who do you think is in the wrong here? Is it Trump or is it Elon? I'm siding with Elon. I think he's starting to see the error in Trump ways. I think he thought that Trump was going to work and benefit him. Like, hey, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. And come to find out, it ain't really working out that way. Let us know in the chat what you think, and let's talk about it. All right, guys, let's get into the episode. Once again, we are watching Master Chef season 14, which is Generations, Battle of the Ages. Let's get it going. So, in this season, we have a mixture. We're going to have chefs, at-home chefs, from the baby boomers time frame, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z. The winner of this season will win the $250,000 and that coveted Master Chef trophy. The first season or the first episode of this season focused on the millennials. So it's the audition round. It's trying to see who's going to make up the team of millennials. We had guest star Priya Kirshner, who has published 3 cookbooks. She is my age. I am a millennial. She's been doing her thing, and she was asked to be on the show, and she did a great job. First person up, the first person who was up to cook was Jeet. Jeet is 32. He's from Portland, grew up in New Delhi. The dish that he was making is or she was making is a now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know how to pronounce this jaw, so bear with me. If you know how to pronounce it, let me know in the chat or in the comments. She did a Gajar Kahawa, Kahawa, turning it into dumplings cooked in an air fryer, putting her spin on the Gen Z or millennial dish. Um, really was just has to make sure that the flavors aren't too overwhelming or too sweet. Um, Once she cooked her dish, she went back and had her dish judged. The judges thought it was visually beautiful, delicious, not as sweet as they thought it was going to be. Gordon gave her a yes. Priya gave her a yes. Arong gave her a no. And surprisingly, Joe gave her a yes. So our first contestant for the millennials for this season is Jeet. Congratulations. Next, we have Lexi from Long Island. She is a vegan kitchen witch. I ain't never heard of it. People just be making stuff up nowadays. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. As soon as I heard of vegan kitchen witch, I'm like, I don't really know. I don't really know what's gonna happen with this. But she did a vegan chicken roulade made with spinach and artichoke. She was accompanied by her family. They were full of energy. So they were having a good time. Now, here's my thing, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm not vegan. I am on my mission to eat healthier. But why name vegan dishes after meat dishes? Why are we naming it vegan chicken? Why can't it be just whatever vegetable it is? Because I don't know, that always just threw me off. It's not chicken. It's just not chicken. Um, and with this panel, you don't really see too much vegan cooking going on here in MasterChef. So I'm like, I don't know how she's gonna come across. You have to cook at a higher standard. So hopefully she's able to do it. Um, Before the judges started, she did sage everything and she got rid of all the bad energy. But unfortunately, that wasn't enough. The judges did not like the roulade. It was dry, it was chalky, and it tasted weird. Automatically got a no, was not the second contestant added to the show. Next up is Cammy from DC, or is it Kamei? It's Kamei from DC. She is an attorney for the federal government. She's newly married, but she postponed her honeymoon just so she could be here on the show. The dish she was doing is a Haitian style snapper fillet with the deconstructed pickle cabbage and a jasmine rice. The judges thought visually it looked simple, wasn't really anything standing out, but the fish was glistening. It was so delicious, loaded with flavor, that everybody gave her a resounding yes, except for Joe. Joe be hating sometimes. I don't know why he be hating. Everybody else like that. He's like, nah, not my twist. Um, so congratulations, Kame. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Next You make up the next contestant. And again, I'm a little biased. I'm a millennial, so I'm rooting for these people. So these are the people that's making up my team this season of MasterChef. All right, next up we have is Tori. Tori is a high school English teacher. I didn't get where he was actually from. He was making a deep fried salmon croquette with a purple sweet potato puree. The judges thought it was visibly quirky. It was not really, didn't really look millennial. I think it looked more baby boomer. It also tasted quirky. The puree seemed off. The croquettes were dense. So unfortunately, Tori going back to go teach them kids. I mean, the kids need somebody to look up to. So, but guess what? Before we continue, did you know that there is damn near every day is a national food holiday? And here on the Food We Watch podcast, we want to let you know what today's national food holiday is. All right, guys, today's national food holiday. On this day, June 11th, the United States observes National Corn on the Cob Day. For real? That's what we doing? All right. A celebration of this beloved summer treat. While the exact origin of this food holiday is unclear, it serves as a reminder to enjoy corn on the cob during its peak season, which is the summer. I preferably like it on the grill with them grill marks, some butter, some onion powder, some salt. Corn originally domesticated in what was now known as Mexico over 10,000 years ago, spread throughout the North American and became the North Americas and became a staple in variety. Corn originally domesticated from what we know now as Mexico over 10,000 years ago and spread throughout the North Americas and became a staple in a bunch of different cuisines. The traditional celebrating of corn on the cob likely stems from its significance in America's agriculture and cuisine. Fun fact about corn on the cob, it is known by a bunch of different names, including pole corn, corn stick, sweet pole. That's funny. Butter pop, long maize, depending on the regional preferences. It's best enjoyed when its kernels are tender and they're milky in their milky stages, offering a sweet, tasty treat. To celebrate, consider grilling, boiling, or roasting the corn, topping it with butter, herbs, and spices. I already told you I like it with the onion powder and the salt, a little bit of butter. In Plainview, Minnesota, a parade features street dancers and talent shows and soapbox derbies, adding to the festivals. You guys in the chat, let us know how you like your corn. And don't forget to celebrate National Corn on the Cob Day. All right. So now I'm not going to lie. I do not remember how to pronounce this person's name. I think it's Sai or Say. S-I. So we're gonna figure it out. But this person is from the Bay. He's a biotech manager. Born in Vietnam, came to the United States at the age of 3. He was extremely nervous to put together a good-looking dish. He wanted to impress the judges. So he was going to be doing a Vietnamese crepe. I think it's pronounced Bon Zio. I ain't gonna lie, I'm butchering everything this episode, so y'all just gonna have to bear with me with this. The judges like the Vietnamese taco. They can eat that every single day. Once again, Joe was pretty much the only hater, said there were a few things wrong with the dish. He didn't really enjoy it on a technical aspect, but everybody else said yes. So, so welcome to the team. Next we have is Anna 37. She is a tax director from Ukraine. She was growing up eating these ingredients that she's putting together for the judges, but they didn't taste good. So she has dedicated her cooking life to taking her experiences and elevating it to something that you would want to eat on a daily basis. She's doing a pan-seared duck with purple potato puree and a red wine sauce. Visually, it looks good. crazy good, they said. Looks high end. A lot of complex techniques. She nailed the duck. Tasted as good as it looks. And she got a resounding 4 yeses. Anna, welcome to Team Millennials. Can't wait to see what you do this season. And to end it all, we have Michael. Michael is a 27 business owner from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, but I think he grew up in Jersey. Cooks more Italian base, but isn't Italian. Sadly, he lost his mom before the show, so he's champion and doing this for her. He did a herb goat cheese ravioli with the sauteed spinach and roasted red peppers and basil with the basil oil. He made the pasta fresh, which Joe loved. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna do it. Make sure you do it right, because Joe ain't playing. Visually, it was beautiful. Loved all the colors. The pasta cooked through really works. It was fresh. It was bright. It was tasty. And it was enough to get 4 yeses. Rounding off the group with Michael being added to the Millennials for this season of Next Level Chef Generations. All right, so there we have it. Again, these episodes may be a little shorter than normal because, again, I'm missing my co-host, but we are only at the audition phases, so there's not a lot going on. But I do want to say thank you so much for joining. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Definitely hit that subscribe button so you can be notified whenever we drop new content. If you want, you can always find us over at Normals Be Chefing on all platforms. If you want to get personal with me and learn more about me, make sure you follow me at Sirchcity on IG, at Nextstop Sirchcity on TikTok. And even though she's not here, if you want to get up-to-date information on Nita Tings, please follow her at Nita.foodphoto. And be sure to follow our show page, which is at the Food We Watch Pod. But before we go, you always know I gotta let you know that good things come and good things go. Life is like a box of chocolate. Sometimes, just sometimes, that should be melting.